All right, it looks like we are live. So, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Autoblog.com live stream, the official Autoblog.com live stream. My name is Eric.
The real Autoblog.
Yes.
The real Autoblog.
The real Autoblog. That's an in joke for if anybody follows our social media, because there's some international Autoblog that stole some of our. They didn't steal it, but in my mind they stole it. We're the real one. But anyways, my name's Eric and I'm the multimedia producer here, and that second voice you heard is Joel Stocksdale, Autoblog's news editor. What's up, Joel?
My ceiling, some shingles.
Okay.
Some other things like that.
That is true. Let's see. Sorry, Joel, I just realized that I have to get this video onto the autoblog.com homepage, which I sometimes forget to do until the last minute, like I did today. But we got it there, no problem. So today, everybody, we are going to be playing some good old-fashioned NASCAR Heat 4. Be totally down to play it with anybody who wants to play. We can definitely jump into multiplayer. For now, I'll just go ahead and jump into career mode right now, and we will keep it rolling in the career mode here. We're in the truck series, but Joel, so there's been a lot of there's been a lot of crazy and often awful news in the past week, which we talked about.
No,
you're right.
Really?
Yeah, which we did talk about quite a bit on yesterday's stream, but I wanted to talk to you specifically about some hopefully positive news and certainly exciting news and specific to the video game space, and particularly racing video games. And there are a few things that happened in the past few days that I'll go ahead and say I'm excited. I was going to say I'm more interested than excited, but I am pretty excited. The two big ones were the WRC franchise rights are going to Codemasters. And this is going to be the first time that they've left oh god, whatever dev they're with now, which I should know, but I forgot.
I know, I'm blanking on the name.
Yeah, but it's the first time they've left them in, like, I think it said like 20 years, which kind of blew my mind. So for anybody who doesn't know, the reason why this is interesting and exciting, at least to me, is because Codemasters are the team that makes the Dirt and Dirt Rally games. Now for any hardcore stream watchers here, you will know that before I played WRC to review it for Autoblog.com a year or two ago, I had never played a rally racing game. I played WRC, and I immediately fell in love with that genre. Oh, Cars is here, and unfortunately, looks like my chat app is not working right. Cars, would you mind dropping something in the chat again, please, for me? Or anyone on Twitch, anyone who's watching on Twitch. Well, this is pretty frustrating. All right, I might be a little slower on responding to comments today. It looks like my chat app is acting up. I do have Twitch up though, so if you're on YouTube, know that I will probably be more responsive to Twitch unless YouTube comments come through the chat app. So sorry about that. That's a really this is weird. I don't like it. But anyways, back to what I was saying here. Basically, to put it in super plain terms, the team that makes the dirt games is now going to be making, well, potentially going to be making WRC games, or perhaps they merge those two franchises. What do you think, Joel? Well, what do you hope, and then what do you think is realistic?
Well, I doubt that we're gonna see 2 rally series. I mean, technically, Dirt kind of has 2 series already.
Right, Dirt and Dirt Rally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, so I suppose Dirt Rally could end up becoming like Dirt Rally WRC or something. Like, it'll still be Dirt Rally,
yeah.
but now it will include official WRC, JWRC events and cars and things. That's actually probably the most likely and probably the best all-around solution to that.
Yeah.
Because there's really no reason for them to have like 2 extremely large rally series competing like directly against each other.
Yeah,
if they're making both of them.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, they would be totally cannibalizing themselves unless they decided to take one of the 2 series and really like take a wild left turn with it. But like, why would they do that? And even how that wouldn't make business sense. Like, they clearly have a formula that is working. I mean, people like the dirt games. People really like the dirt games, and as they should. They're great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a very exciting development. I want to. Oh, my mom's here. Hello, Mom. And Cars said, "Oh, today I may or may not be racing on a Thrustmaster TMX force feedback wheel. That's awesome, Cars. It finally came in. That's so exciting. Have you been liking it? And do you want to run some multiplayer, Cars? If anybody wants to run some multiplayer, I'm down to do that right now. We don't have to do any. We can do whatever you guys want to do. Whatever. But no, I definitely agree with you, Joel, on that. The second big piece of news. Cars headed for 2 weeks and loves it. That is awesome, Cars. So the second big piece of news is Project Cars 3 has been officially announced, and a trailer came out. Some details came out. Joel, I know you wrote a post on this. Can I get your impressions? It seems pretty exciting to me.
Yeah, it looks like they have really expanded sort of the customization aspects of the game. You'll be able to go in and individually upgrade cars and change out liveries and things, custom paint jobs and whatnot, which should be really nice. And especially if you don't really have a whole lot of other ways to sort of like customize your vehicles, it's nice to be able to at least like change up the paint jobs.
Totally.
And as far as I know, I think Project Cars 3 is the first game to announce and show off that they have the mid-engine C8 Corvette in the game.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen anything online to the effect that, and actually I believe someone in the chat was the one who informed me of this, but they did say that it was just something it was a rumor they heard. But the rumor is that Project Cars 3, the intent is to make it slightly more arcadey than Project Cars 2. Have you heard any? Is that pure rumor? Do you think there's any credence to that at all?
I haven't heard that, and I sincerely doubt it, because the people that like Project Cars like serious simulations.
Totally. For me personally, I would love to see it get more arcadey, but I agree that that is probably not very likely.
And I mean, these guys would be capable of doing that. The developers, Slightly Mad Studios, they're the ones that did the Need for Speed Shift games from a few, well, gosh, how many years ago would that be now? It was on the previous generation of consoles.
Yeah, I don't even... Need for Speed Shift, I gotta be honest, that's not even ringing a bell in my head. I don't even know... I'm not familiar with those at all.
They did 2 of them, and it was back when Need for Speed was kind of trying to do sort of like a Call of Duty strategy, where they had 2 developers, and they alternated releases each year.
Oh yeah, boo! People got to stop doing that.
So there would be like an arcade Need for Speed release, and then there would be a Need for Speed Shift, more like simulation style game. But those Need for Speed Shift games, even then, they were still just on that edge of like arcade sim. It was a lot. It actually felt a lot like Grid.
Interesting. Yeah, that's wow. That's exactly how I would describe. Like, that's how I view Grid. Is like I would never ever call it a sim, but I don't know how arcadey it really is either. So, yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, so this is so weird. YouTube comments are coming through my chat app. Oh, got the goal. Let's go. So what's up, GT40? So, oh yes, pink truck for sure. Got to do it. Cars says, I also bought iRacing today. Nice. Wow. Dang. That's awesome. You are fully getting into it. I've been doing a lot of the NASCAR stuff so far. I'm just working on getting out of rookie class. That's awesome. Very, very cool. We've got more game news. NASCAR Heat 5 comes out July 6th. I didn't realize that was the date. Wow, that's right around the corner. That's awesome. That's going to be super exciting. Car says, after you're done, Shadowlight says, maybe more aggressive assist settings?
Oh, actually, yeah, now that you mention it, it does sound like there is going to be a very wide range of driving assists available in Project Cars 3, so that it's really accessible.
Oh, so noobs like me will be able to play it without raging.
Right, you can just crank up all of the assists.
Nice.
And then not crash all the time.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, well that makes sense then. That makes sense. Let's see. Yes, Cars. Let's definitely run some multiplayer after this race. Super down. Shadowlight says, I meant... yeah, yep, referring to the Project Cars. Simi with assists. Honestly, I think that's probably a great solution, because it's almost that same... I'm about to go full nerd here, and probably I'm assuming most, if not everybody here, is gonna understand this reference. But like, there's been some controversy on games like Dark Souls, which are like uber difficult. Like, your casual gamer could never, ever pick up Dark Souls and succeed. It just wouldn't happen. And there's an argument to be made that this is very much an argument that I very much see both sides, where one side of it is like, you are excluding people from being able to enjoy this otherwise amazing game just because it's so hilariously difficult. But then the other argument, which I also very much agree with, is who cares? It's art, and the developer wants it to be this way. So that's the way it's going to be. Like, this is the experience that the creator of this game wanted you to have. So I understand that too, and it seems like a parallel might be able to be drawn there between that and the Project Cars series. For me, I mean, I'm clearly no stranger to racing games, but Project Cars is very difficult, very, very difficult. So I think maybe that's a
just get good, Eric.
No, I know. That's the argument, and that's for anybody who doesn't know, that's the Dark Souls meme. That's what originated that. Is when like people would complain like Dark Souls is too hard, and the response would be, "You just suck. Get good." And
you died.
Yeah. But I think that's an interesting solution, is just throwing in assists rather than, don't make like the game easier, but make it easier for people. And even like, I'm totally pro if you want to add assists and then get rid of like rewards the more assists you use. I'm fine with that. I think that's completely fair.
And that is going to be kind of the system in Project Cars 3, which is also kind of how Forza Motorsport works also.
Yes.
You switch off more assists, you get more money and more experience. stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And same goes for V Rally 4, a game I've been really loving lately, and we've been playing on the stream as well. Same type of thing. It's not nearly as robust. Pretty much there's one slider, and it's how hard do you want your competition to be. And the harder you want your competition to be, the more money you get. Same type of thing.
I think they're. Oh.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think there are valid arguments on both sides.
Yeah, same.
I think it's important that there are games that are just. They are the difficulty that they are. That is the way it was meant to be experienced. But also, it's important for. Like, I'm glad that there are also lots of games that have difficulty sliders and assists and things because.
Yes.
It might not be possible for some people to have that experience unless they have a little bit of assistance.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Cars is already preparing me for the smackdown here. Cars says, if you think I was good on controller, wait till you see me with a wheel. And yep, I agree with this as well, Shadowlight, wholeheartedly. And it's a business. If they're okay with a more limited and skilled audience, so be it. That is completely their prerogative, for sure.
And of course, I'm sure that like if there were online races, that you might not necessarily have people that are running like maximum assists with people that are running with no assist.
100. Yeah, totally. That's going to be important for sure. Because there's another parallel where the current, it's not, I don't think it's quite the same, but a lot of PC first-person shooter gamers, have their little undies in a bunch because of controller aim assist, which, in my humble opinion, I'm going to take a strong stand here. If you play on PC and you're upset about aim assist, maybe you're just not very good. Like, aim assist does not help as much as you think.
I'm inclined to agree. And, like, don't get me wrong, on paper, it does sound like a bad thing.
Yeah!
That if you're running a keyboard and mouse, that you're not getting the same assists as people with a controller.
Yes.
But at the same time, I've seen so many comments and threads over the years.
It's crazy.
PC gamers talking about how, you can't really play an FPS on a console because you can't have the accuracy of mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard is the only way to play a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
It's so superior. It's like, if it was so superior, you wouldn't have an issue with having sensation against controller.
Right. Yeah, it's that is a funny argument to me. I think it's probably a good system right now. I think it probably all comes out in the wash. They're pretty even. Let's see here. Car says, Eric, I'm surprised you haven't. yeah, and ultimately the message is get good. Car says, Eric, I'm surprised you haven't talked about the game I messaged you about the other day on Xbox. Yeah, so Car sent me a message the other day and reminded me of a game that I've seen a little bit about, but I haven't. I guess I'm glad you messaged me about it, Cars, because I wasn't sure if it had mainstream appeal. It looked interesting to me, but it's this new kart racing game, and I think it's called like Kart Riders, maybe. But it's in beta right now, and thanks for reminding me again, Cars, actually, because I forgot to sign up for the beta, and I want to do that. But it's basically like, what if Mario Kart without Mario? But like to the level of quality that Mario Kart is, because obviously kart racers are a dime a dozen, but most of them suck, let's be real. This one looks like they're really trying hard to make it really good and like comparable with the AAA kart games like Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing, CTR. But that looks super interesting to me. I'm really excited to check that game out. Have you seen anything about that one, Joel, by any chance?
I don't. It's not ringing a bell.
It hasn't been like blowing up the internet or anything, which is why I was a little like, I guess apprehensive is the wrong word. It wasn't like super on my radar, but then but I was happy to see that Cars had also heard of it and was interested in it and messaged me about it. Because I am certainly interested in it. So if there's interest, I mean, there's a 99% chance I'm going to get that game and play it on stream, because I'm a big fan of kart racers. That is for sure.
Man, there's actually a banana weapon in that game.
Is there really? Yeah. Wow. So it's what if Mario Kart without Mario, but also with everything that makes Mario Kart cool. which you know what? That's fine.
And also tempting the heck out of Nintendo's legal team.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, because Nintendo's legal team is like notorious for cracking down on stuff like that. They hate copyright infringement more than anyone, unless it's in Roblox, I guess, or Dreams.
It's one of the other reasons that Nintendo is very much Japan's Disney.
Yeah. Wow, yeah. I never
extremely
really
extremely recognizable mascot known the world over. Extremely aggressive legal teams.
Yes, 100. Wow! I just spun that guy out. Oh, I thought he was gonna get me, but you did not, buddy. You did not.
Recycling the same intellectual property over and over and over and over again.
Hey, Lucky Girl's here. What's up, Lucky Girl? I see Cinco in the chat as well. What's up, Cinco? Sorry, I'm a little so everybody knows, my chat app is it's a little weird right now. I am now seeing everything, but it's in like 2 positions, so I'm a little slow responding to the chats. So apologies. But Cinco says, would you recommend getting Heat 4 instead of Heat 5? I mean, either way, wait until Heat 5 comes out, because Heat 4 will probably be cheaper. But if I was you, I mean, I haven't played Heat 5 yet, but I'd probably just get Heat 5. You know, why not future-proof it? And then Cars is looking for some day 1 deals on Heat 5. Don't quote. Oh, Kart Rider might be free? Now that would be huge. If they made a free to play actual good kart game on console, that's very exciting to me. Cuz I like,
it looks like it's going to be PC and Xbox.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I love kart games, but I understand that most people don't care about kart games. Like, they're not one of the bigger genres of racing game. But also, look, I don't wanna toot my own horn here or anything, guys, but I've been crushing this race today. I don't know if anybody has taken note that this is never ever how I do. Ever. I'm pretty happy about this performance. It'd be great if I could steal first, but I'm gonna be super happy with second as long as I can keep it. But we'll see here. Last lap.
It's a close battle between Meyer and Hill.
Yes, sir.
Coming into the final corners.
No. Relax. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. That's okay. I'm not mad. I'm actually extremely happy. Second is awesome. Super pumped.
Narrator. He's actually very angry.
I actually just snapped my controller in half. Iowa Photo Video. What's up, Iowa Photo Video? The RPM standard. What's up? Says this game looks fun. This game is extremely fun, even if you're not a big NASCAR guy. I am not a huge NASCAR guy. I become very much more informed thanks to streaming this game and thanks to everybody in the chat. But initially, I was not a big NASCAR guy, and I instantly loved this game. It's super fun. Would highly recommend this game. Cinco says Heat 4 is $30 right now on PS4. I'm trying to get it for $20. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you could get this game for $20, that's an insane value, I would say, because this game is super fun. Cars says, the reason I think Kart Rider might be free is because the people making it are called Nexon, and they are really big in the free-to-play market. All right, I think that's a fair assumption then, and good detective work there. Cinco says, you're right about Heat 5. I am not a NASCAR fan either, an F1 fan. Nice, very cool. What's your, you play any F1 games, Cinco? And if so, which, oh, I made the playoffs, look at this. Oh, well, I've never seen this screen before. Hey, man, I finally got some money. Oh, yikes. Oh, okay, smooth driving. That's good. All right, so I'm going to jump in. Cars, if you're still down, let's do some multiplayer here. Ooh, Ricky Bobby advances to the Gander Outdoors Truck Series playoffs. Let's go. Okay. we got to watch these videos first, because it always looks like these racers were held at gunpoint to record these. So that's always entertaining.
Playoffs. Now, all I gotta do is
angry.
win the whole thing. I think he can do it. Good luck.
Okay, so not too bad, but not very much emotion there from Tyler. Let's see what Spencer has to say.
Win and you're in the playoffs. That is a huge deal. Congratulations and good luck.
I mean, clearly fake, but fine. Who's the do you guys remember who the sociopath was in this game? There's a clear.
He doesn't seem mad.
yeah. Oh, everybody hates me. That's okay. All right, so let's. I'm gonna. Oh my God, my agent now. All right, great news. Your hard work and recent success paying off. Brandon Built Motorsports is asking you to join their team.
Wow, what a stock photo bucket or Getty Images dude.
What, oh, you mean the agent? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Stock photo. Lucky Girl says, there's playoffs in NASCAR? Yes, there are playoffs in NASCAR. It's not the same as you would think. I think it and please correct me if I'm wrong here, Cars or anyone who knows better, but I think it's more just based on straight points. It's not so much it's not the same way that some of the other sports do playoffs. Cinco enjoys the game F1 2019 and Ferrari Leclerc. I've never heard of that one. Going to get F1 2020 next month.
The team is Ferrari. The driver is Leclerc.
Oh, that's your team and your dude. I got you. Thank you, Joel, because that would have gone way over my head. Cars says, what are the standings for the playoffs in your career mode? I'm not sure, and I'm already out. Sorry, Cars. Hold on, let me start one of these here. Wait a minute. Okay. Lobby hosted. That's what I want. I'm dumb. Don't judge me for what you guys just saw there. We'll go 7%. AI cars enabled. Flags. Relaxed yellow, I think, is what we settled on last time. That seemed to work out well. We'll keep damage off. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, so I wanted to kind of circle back to our discussion about difficulty and whatnot, because a couple of weeks ago I was working through the Uncharted remastered collection on PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Was playing through them on the second highest, what used to be the highest, now the second highest difficulty, crushing. Got through all of them without too much trouble.
Yeah.
And was like, okay, well, I'll do Uncharted 4 on crushing next, because I haven't done that. I have never been more angry playing a video game than trying to beat Uncharted 4 on crushing. It went fine for probably the first 50 to 75% of the game.
And then you just hit a wall.
It became maddening. I legitimately came close to breaking my controller in my hands.
Yeah, I've been there. I've certainly been there many times. What in particular is it? So I've never played Uncharted. Is it a lot of like shooting? Is it just like enemies are tougher? There's more of them. Something like that, or?
So most of the difficulty in any Uncharted game comes from the shooting and combat sections.
Okay.
And what they seem to do more in this than any of the previous games, they give you a lot less ammo. The enemies are way more accurate.
Yeah, I love that when they're
Hits do a lot more damage.
They're not more accurate, Joel. They're just on controller, so they have aim assist.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a lot more accurate. They're a lot more aware. So they spot you sooner and don't lose you. Also, the enemies seem to have genuinely unlimited ammunition.
Oh wow, yeah, that's especially frustrating when the character you're playing as does not.
And when he's getting a lot, like, you'll be staying in one place, and like an enemy has unloaded.
Sorry, cars.
5 clips into your has unloaded like 5 clips of ammo into your cover, and like you finally take him down, and he leaves like 5 bullets. And it's like, where's all the rest?
Yeah, right. It's like, did you shoot all other 600?
And also, they have so many grenades, and they use them so much, and they're so accurate.
Oh man, yeah, that sounds frustrating.
And it's especially a problem in Uncharted 4 because there's a whole lot more. Is that your dog?
Yeah, that's my dog trying to get me to throw the ball.
Is there this?
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
She's a talking dog. She's a very vocal dog. That is for sure. But she doesn't bark, thankfully. I mean, she barks, but not like annoyingly.
Don't worry, she'll calm down when she's older.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that.
Oh, the other thing with all these grenades is that there's a lot more.
Oh, I picked a bad track. Sorry, Joel. Didn't mean to interrupt, but I had no clue what I was signing up for here.
Oh, it's
oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Sorry. Go ahead. Oh my God. This is.
Well, there's a whole lot more destructible cover in Uncharted 4 also. So every time a grenade shows up, not only do you have to move, you've also lost one more piece of incredibly valuable cover. Wow, that did not go well for you.
No,
that's still not going well for you.
It's ridiculous, is what just happened. Why does this? Why? Why would I ever spin there? For what reason? For what reason? What did I hit? Nothing. That makes no sense. What is even happening? Oh boy.
Get good, Eric.
Dude, I guess. Why did I pick 7% for the... This is so annoying.
This is how I was feeling a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah, and And one of the other things that was really frustrating about playing Uncharted 4 on Crushing was that it kind of ruined how the game is actually supposed to be played.
Why would that happen? Can someone explain to me why that would happen? How? Literally how? No one touched me. I was barely turning.
I love that there's a delay on the chat. So I hear all of your screaming, and I'm watching the stream like, uh-oh, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? There's where
like, it makes no sense. It makes literally no sense. All right, anyways, apologies, but there might be a few more outbursts.
How the game is actually meant to be played, because the enemies are so incredibly accurate and do so much damage that all of these mechanics where you're like swinging on ropes and jumping around from cover to cover doesn't really work, because the second you're out in the open, you're gonna be dead in no time. And so all of these mechanics that have been added to the game, until I was basically at the end of my playthrough, that I learned that you can actually play Crushing difficulty and still get the trophy for it while turning on in-game cheats.
Oh, that's kind of nice. I wish Doom Eternal did that, but it does not.
Yeah. I want to come back to that in a second.
Okay.
So it was finally at the end where like I had had enough. I had tried because I had played through the entire game, no cheats on it at this point, and I was finally like, you know what? It's not worth my stress and my frustration and all this time anymore.
Yeah, I hit that moment in a lot of games too. It's like, you know what? It's time to just throw this on easy and finish it.
So I left the difficulty where it was, but I did turn on unlimited ammo, which made
Why? No one's touching me. I literally can't move my left control stick for like at all, or else I spin. I don't get why. It must be a setting that I messed up. This is not how this game feels. Like, I don't get it. I do not get this at all. I apologize for interrupting you all, but I am angry.
And so, actually turning on unlimited ammo, it was still hard, but it finally felt like I was finally playing on, like, even footing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I was like, you know what? Every single enemy here has a magical, infinite reloading clip. I'm gonna have one too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Cars says it's the track. That's why. So that's very interesting. After this race, could you explain like why that's can you try to explain like the specifics? Because this feels very different from any other track in this game. Infuriatingly so. Oh! Wow, Cars, you just saved me. Cars just saved me from a spin out. Thank you, Cars. That is teamwork. Somehow, I limped my way up to 8th. Not sure how that happened. Make that 4th. But anyway, so what did you wanted to bring up Doom Eternal?
Yeah, so I had played through Doom 2016 in the lead up to Doom Eternal.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit. Where?
Yeah, I think maybe so. Yeah, I loved it. It was so much fun. I played it on just like the normal difficulty, and like there were times it was tricky, but for the most part, it felt like very fair, very even. And so like Doom Eternal came out, everybody's giving rave reviews about it. I'm like, hey, I just played Doom 2016. I'm fresh. I'm ready to go. I bought it. Started playing it. After about 2 days of not getting super far in like the first couple levels, I stopped.
Man, so it never grabbed you again after that then.
No, I even turned it down to the lowest difficulty because I just kept dying over and over, and I was getting annoyed with all of the extra new gizmos and gadgets and different ways of like specifically stunning enemies. And I was like, this is a lot harder, it's more complicated.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I think I'm done.
Man,
those tentacle monsters that come out of the ground.
Those things.
Driving me crazy.
Those things suck. Those things suck. I will say, I think it's interesting. I would agree that it's more complicated, but I actually found Doom Eternal to be much easier than Doom 2016.
Interesting.
Maybe that's just because my only memories of Doom 2016 are the time that I died like 60 times in a row versus the big spider demon, but which I did not experience at any point in Doom Eternal. But what I would almost say about Doom Eternal, which I think is kind of interesting, is that Doom Eternal is almost like as much of a puzzle game as it is an action game. Because if you don't kill the enemies correctly, you're screwed. Like there is a right way and a wrong way to do it for sure. Man, I'm the worst player of this game of all time. This is insane. This is actually insane.
I think you are right about Doom Eternal though, and I think I just can't quite get that. I can't quite piece together the order in which to get the enemies and getting all the timing right, and
No, totally.
I don't know, it just wasn't clicking for me.
I think it's one of those. Oh, go ahead.
Whereas, like in Doom 2016, I was like, as long as I'm moving at some amount and just keep shooting,
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I just felt like I was constantly running out of ammo, and like I felt like my armor and health was just vanishing incredibly fast, and I was getting really frustrated.
It's a tough game. There is no doubt about it. That is for sure.
And I was like, I'm still getting frustrated on the lowest difficulty setting, and I'm not that far into the game. And I was like, I need to bail out now.
Yeah, no, I think it's one of those things that it's like there's definitely a long, or well, rather a steep learning curve, and it's one of those things that for me it's like, of course, if you sat there and you forced yourself to do it, you definitely could, but it's one of those situations where it's like there are so many games, if it's not grabbing you, why would you personally like make that time investment? You know what I mean? Okay, so we got Shadowlight says it's a great track. NASCAR on a road course is a rolling comedy. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna change. Hold on. Let's do something. We'll go Pocono. We'll do something a little more reasonable here. Lucky Girl says The Last of Us is just a straight up hard game. Oh, and also, I've slapped and hit my controller so many times. I don't know how there's not noise when you shake the controller. Yeah, for sure. Lucky Girl says, does NASCAR Heat 4 have the Drivatar opponent system like FH4? Not as far as I know. Lucky Girl says, it looks like someone put soap all over the track to make it ridiculously slippery. Honestly, what it more felt like was you were like forced into a very specific groove, and if you deviated from that at all, congrats, you just spun out. Very, very weird. But according to Cars, as I mentioned, Cars said it's the track. That's why this track sucks in this game. The only good road course in this game is Watkins Glen. And then Cars said, oops, I got kicked. Can we do... Oh, sorry, Cars. I was too late on Talladega. Sorry. And this probably is going to be the last race. Sorry. But there will be plenty more opportunities, though, of course. MD Productions is here. What's up, MD? Says it easy, just don't deviate. Yeah, I guess. Yes, it's that easy. Shadowlight says, so slot car heat. Oh my god. Now there's a There's an interesting genre that I would love to see, a slot car video game. Not sure how it would be done, but that would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure there would be that much appeal to that. Although I do remember there's at least one Mario Party that has like a slot car minigame.
Oh, interesting. I assume it's just like hit A as fast as you possibly can to go, something like that.
Well, so that one, it was you would like push the analog stick, and you couldn't push, like, if you were going too fast in corners, you would spin out. So you had to be kind of careful about how much throttle you were giving it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is kind of interesting. I mean, I think so. I listen to this podcast, and it's called, I'll shout it out. It's called The Weekly Planet, and it's basically just a podcast. It's hosted by two Australian dudes. They're very funny. Their chemistry is unbelievable, and they pretty much just talk about like comic book movies and like pop culture and like video games and stuff like that, and they're like super entertaining. And one thing that they always say that I never really like thought about until I heard them say it over and over and over again is that any idea can be good as long as it's executed well. but that is the trick. And they say it particularly referring to movies, but I think probably the same is true with video games. If some absolute genius decided it was their life's goal to make a fun slot car game, I'm sure it could be done. But also, why would you?
Yeah.
Oh wow, Cars and Dylan getting
Especially
tied up
when,
here.
Especially when like real slot cars exist.
Right, exactly.
They're not that difficult to get a hold of.
Yeah. Although I think an argument. Okay, here's a pitch. Game developers. I think I just solved it. The ideal slot car game would be a mobile game because the appeal would be from collecting, not necessarily from the gameplay. Because in like real life, you have to buy every slot car you want to use. But one of my favorite thing about, really in my opinion, one of the only positive thing about most mobile games is the collecting aspects, where you can collect seemingly hundreds of whatever thing you enjoy for free, basically, and you still get that little like dopamine hit and that little like collector's high, but you're not like wasting a bunch of space and money that you might be otherwise. So there you go, devs. True, but I mean, depending on if it's done right. Like
I know.
Me and our coworker John Snyder, the Autoblog's green editor, we play this this kind of like collectathon style mobile game called Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and we've been playing it for years. So at this point, just through sheer like time accumulation, we are basically gods at this game. It's the best. I love playing this game. I play it every single day. I think I probably haven't missed a day for like years. But I haven't now. I've probably spent total over 2 years. I've probably spent like $30 or $40 in this game, which in my opinion is a ridiculous value for the amount of like time and fun I've had with it. But that said, I didn't have to do that. Like, I would still probably be pretty close to as far along if I didn't spend any money. So I definitely appreciate those kinds of games. I think those are the types that do it right, for sure. And it's funny because people do criticize this game specifically for being too money hungry, but like, I think the criticisms are a little overblown. Like, if you don't want to spend money, it's very simple. Just don't do it then. Like, it's literally... It's a no-step process. Like, if you don't want to spend money on microtransactions, then don't. Problem solved. Like...
Narrator, he was spending microtransactions as he spoke.
Yeah, pretty much. No, but I also believe that, like, in my case, like, if you play a free game for an entire year and you get as much enjoyment out of it as I've gotten out of that game, even if you like hate, it's like, oh, EA sucks. It's like, sure, but they provided me probably 100 hours worth of entertainment for free. I can throw them a 20. Like, like it's that's fine by me. But it's also fine if you don't feel that same way. But you know, game developers have to make money too. I'm not against microtransactions, but I am against like predatory microtransactions for sure.
And you know, EA, I have like the weirdest like love-hate relationship with EA.
Yeah, same. I mean, I think most gamers do.
Because it's like frequently, even their flawed games, I really
are good.
I think they look,
yeah. There's a reason they're a giant.
Yeah, but so often, like, and it does genuinely seem to be always the guys at the top that are in charge of like financial planning and marketing and all that kind of stuff that always cause the problems, and they never seem to listen.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think
it seems like with Battlefront 2, that was the first time that they finally seemed to get the message.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. And I think that was due to the backlash there. I wonder if there are some parallels here to our current society.
that if enough people voice their frustration, maybe someone will listen.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe. But no, and now, for anybody who is unaware, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is one of the best Star Wars games maybe ever. The amount of content they've added to that game is insane. Absolutely insane. Graphics are incredible, gameplay is really fun, lots of varied modes, and you can probably snag it at this point for like $10. So just a public service announcement for anybody out there. Battlefront 2 is a really good game. They, at least with that specific game, learned from their mistakes. They fixed it. They did what they were supposed to do. They did in my opinion, the right thing, and now it's a good game, and I don't mind supporting that.
And I would even argue that when it came out, it actually was still a good game.
Yeah, for sure.
An egregious microtransaction system.
Yes. And it was coming off the heels of, in my opinion, an extremely underwhelming Battlefront 1, which did not, and again, is my opinion, I feel like it did not have enough content, and it was just kind of boring. So there was like already that frustration there, and then and then it's like, oh yeah, and then you're gonna have to either pay like $1,000 or play for the next 4 months straight to unlock like Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader. And people are like, what? This is insane.
Yeah. And the infamous comment of, well, we want people to feel a sense of pride.
Yeah, oh god. The most downvoted comment in Reddit history, at least at the time. I don't know if that's still the same, but that's...
It might still be, just because of all the publicity it got.
Yeah.
So lots and lots of people could downvote it.
Yeah. God, that's too funny.
I have no doubt there are much worse comments on Reddit, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, God, yeah.
That was also well publicized.
Yes, for sure. Also, I'm looking in the corner of my eye here. I'm seeing MD Productions. Oh, apparently a slot car game has been done, so that's interesting. I'll have to look into that. How is Heat 4? I haven't played it. So, I was saying this earlier. Heat 4 is ridiculously fun, even if you're not a big NASCAR guy, which I am not. I say that not to disparage big NASCAR guys, but rather to say that this is a great game regardless. That's my only point I'm trying to make there when I say that is this is a genuinely fun game on its own merits. The racing in this game is unlike the racing in any other game I've played, and I've played a lot of them, as you guys know. I can't say if it's better or worse, but it is different. There's no game that feels like this for sure. And this game in particular is extremely tense. You just really find yourself, and you can see me doing it right now. I've done it on every NASCAR. Oh, I'm pretty upset about that. You can. So every NASCAR Heat stream, you notice
I
that.
just saw it.
Yeah, that's rough. That my head is always tilted to the left, and I always have a neck ache after I stream this game. And it's just because, like, it's just so tense.
Your head into the corners?
Yeah, you can't not. You literally can't not. Like, I try to fight against it, and it just feels wrong. Like, you can't do it. So, super solid game. And I'm very confident that Heat 5 will be just as good, if not better. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I haven't played it yet, and I don't know if anyone has, but I'm confident that it will be as good.
I can't give you too hard of a time about like your neck getting sore because a lot of times
Cars just
Gran
barely
Turismo-
won.
A lot of times that I've been playing Gran Turismo, I've been playing like some pretty hard races and I'm getting like really intense. I'm on the couch, so like my head and like shoulders are kind of angled one way, and the rest of me is like angled down the couch.
Yeah.
And I get like I start tensing up, and then after a while I'm like, oh wow, my neck really hurts.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it's because I'm tense.
Today because inside baseball, and I've mentioned it several times, but every first Thursday of every month, Autoblog has a big team meeting. On the first, I just said that on the first Thursday at 2. So it's always a little late on this particular day, but 99% of the time we stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Lucky Girl. So let me catch up on the comments here. Lucky Girl says, I have to get some black grease lubricant for my PS2 because the rail inside that moves to help load the games is not moving at all. Whoa. I mean, props for actually like repairing your PS2 though. That's really cool. Dave B.
Eric would have just picked it up and thrown it.
Yeah, pretty much. Dave B. with a funny but genuinely probably pretty good advice says just tilt your monitor, which maybe I'll have to give that a try. That's not a bad call at all. And then Cars 0.001 second gap between first and second, and Cars took the win with the Thrustmaster wheel. Very nice. MD says, don't expect the AI to be good if you ever get on GT Sport. And then Joel hopped in the chat, said the human drivers are quite good though. Cars is hopping back into iRacing to go get out of rookie. Very nice. Good luck, Cars. I'm sure it won't take long. But anyway, so that is going to do it for the stream today. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for chatting, everyone, and thank you for playing Cars and any lurkers who happen to hop in who I might have missed. Always a good time. If you're unaware, autoblog.com we're a website. We're a blog, in fact. It's in the name. About autos. And we have all the latest and greatest automotive news and reviews. We have all kinds of car shopping tools on the website. If you're looking to buy a car, we have lots of tools that can hopefully make that process a lot easier for you. We've also got tools that like show you where the cheapest gas is near you, all kinds of good stuff. So anything car related, if you haven't checked out autoblog.com, give it a try. You know, you just might like it.
Do it.
Do it. We're also all over social media. We've got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all of that good stuff. We're pretty easy to find. But look for the Autoblog with our logo, not the other one. Not our sworn enemies.
At the real Autoblog.
Yes, at the real Autoblog. But hey, you know what the other Autoblog doesn't have? The other Autoblog doesn't have the Autoblog podcast, which we have. You can find that anywhere where you find podcasts. The other Autoblog also doesn't have the Autoblog show. The award-winning Autoblog show, in fact. So congrats.
We got tellies.
Yeah, congrats to the team on that. If you have Verizon FiOS, you can check out the show Sundays at 7 p.m. on the Yahoo Finance channel, or if you have a Samsung Smart TV, you can watch it on the Samsung Plus. I don't have a Samsung Smart TV, so I'm not 100% sure on this, but it's something with Samsung Plus and Wi-Fi. With those two terms, you guys should be able to find it if you're determined. It shouldn't be
Samsung
too
dumb TV.
Yeah, I have a Sony dumb TV, so I not sure
But
about.
I kind of like it that way.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind a smart TV, but I also don't. There's nothing about it that like. There's no reason I would ever go buy one specifically. But and then so last but not least, in lieu of shouting out our merch, I did this yesterday as well. I'm gonna continue to do this for a little while. Instead, if you have some extra cash burning a hole in your pocket, obviously, we talked a lot about this earlier in the week. We kept it a lot lighter today. But there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, and there are a lot of very important causes that need some support right now. And so I've actually included a list of charities in the Twitch bio that if you guys have the means, please consider donating to a charity that you feel will help the world. I said this yesterday too. Obviously, one of the crazy things going on right now, coronavirus still exists, and a lot of people are out of a job. So, like, if you can't do this, nobody should feel pressured. But if you have the means, please consider it. As I said the other day, I'm in a fortunate position where I do have the means. I have donated to a few charities that are listed in the Twitch bio. So consider that if you can. Otherwise, be kind to everybody, stay safe, and we will be back Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time with some more racing and driving streams. So we will see you then. Adios, everybody.
See ya.